Welcome back, guys. What are we doing today? We're actually giving titanium watches another go. And what brand are we doing it with? We're doing it with the Tudor. Tudor Pelagos 39 is waiting for me to unbox it, and I thought we're gonna do it together. I don't like titanium watches. I've actually had one titanium watch before. It was a Breitling Aerospace, and I did not like the lightweight feel of it. It felt cheap, to be honest. But the Pelagos 39 is such a beautiful watch, so I thought I'm gonna have to give it another try, and let's see what we think about it today. And right after the unboxing, I have to do some shaving because my wife said if I didn't shave off this shabby looking beard today, she's actually gonna divorce me. So I guess I'll have to hurry up. Let's head on to the table and take a look. Okay, here we go again. Another Tudor on the channel and giving titanium watches another try, another shot. Let's see what we have here. Tudor Pelagos 39, usual Tudor cardboard box, and beneath the inside the cardboard box we have the other box. We're gonna just put this one to the side right there, and there we have the inner box. Soft on the top, you can actually press a little. Tudor shield. We have some fabric on the bottom and some writing, Geneva issue, whatever. Let's take a look at the Pelagos 39 and see if I'm going to be disappointed by titanium again, or if I'm going to be surprised, happily surprised. There we go. It's not there. Oh my god. That was a bad acting from me, because the watch is actually... Sorry guys, I could not wait. I mean, I got it in the beginning of the week, and I knew that I could not shoot the unboxing until the weekend, and I really had an urge to just open it up and try it out. So I could not wait for it. So this is not the first unboxing, but let's just speed through the box here. It's the usual Tudor stuff: the pillow, the paperwork, and then in this little glove compartment there's actually something special that you do not get with a lot of other Tudor watches, at least not the ones that I've had. You get a extra rubber strap. It comes on a titanium bracelet, and here we have a rubber strap, a three-part rubber strap actually, with a nice Tudor shield. It's in titanium as well, all new, never used, Tudor writing stamped right there. So I guess this is the regular rubber strap that you can put on your watch, and this one is if you're... Wait a minute. This is some kind of a diver's extension for the I mean, it looks like a bottom portion, but then it has the lock there. Yeah, somehow I know that this is somewhat of a diver's extension. I really don't know how you attach it on the watch, because if you have these two right there, maybe you attach this one from the bottom side. Yeah, I don't know. That's for someone else to tell you, or maybe I'm going to tell it to you in the review, because this watch is going to get a review because it's my watch. I've already started wearing it, and yeah, extra rubber strap if you're into diving and stuff. That's really perfect. Or if you're just into rubber straps. There we have the little tag, 44,000 Swedish crowns. Yeah, put that right back in there. Put the hardware in, and I know you're gonna say in the comments, oh, the watch doesn't show up until 4 minutes in. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I was trying to give you some dramatic effect there, and I'm going to, because there's a reason that I'm having it here in my watch box. So in my little watch box here, as you can see, and I'm really hiding it there. This is a case full of Tudors: the Black Bay Pro, the Ranger, and the Pelagos 39. Why I'm showing you this is that I'm actually faced with a dilemma. I'm just keeping two of these guys because I've set my mind to. I'm just a 3-watch guy. I have my Rolex, which has a definitive place in this collection. It's not going anywhere, and I'm keeping the Ranger because I just fell in love with the Ranger. I don't know why, but as soon as you pick it up, you understand why, I think. So it's set between the Pelagos 39 and the Tudor Black Bay Pro. And I've tried this week wearing them both. I actually took my son for a car ride the other day, and I had both of the watches with me in the car, wearing one of them on the way there and then swapping it out for the other one on the way back, just looking at it a little bit while I was driving, and in the different lights from the streets hitting the watch. And I really love them both. The big detriment for the Tudor Black Bay Pro, and why I'm even considering selling it, is because of the thickness. But yeah, this is a Pelagos 39 unboxing. I'm not going to bore you with the other stuff. I just wanted to share my thoughts on my thought process of the watch itself and on my collection, and that I'm set to 3 watches, and I just really want to stay there. I just really want to stay on 3 watches, and I do not count my G-Shock. I don't know why, but it's a watch that someone has to have in any collection, no matter how many watches you have. It's set to the correct time and it's ticking away, but I'm gonna remove the markers, not the markers, the hour hand and the second hand, so that we can take a look at that beautiful dial. Yeah, it's a pleasure to work with. The crown is substantial and easy to pull out, easy to pull in. As you see, it's just a time watch. We don't have any date complications or anything. And if you take a look at that dial, it's a work of beauty there. We have the Tudor shield just beneath the 12 o'clock there, Tudor Geneva, and then beneath, above the 6 o'clock, Pelagos 200 meters, chronometer officially certified, and then Swiss made beneath. It's a classical diverse dial. It looks clean, it looks perfect, and those hour markers, those applied, loomed, filled, I think they're ceramic, if I got that right from another review. I think the hour markers are made of ceramic and they're all loomed up. So is the bezel. I actually slept with the watch tonight, and I was really happily impressed with the loom, as I should be. It is Pelagos, the foremost, I mean, not the foremost, if that's even a word. I mean the top diver in the Tudor range, and it should have fantastic loom, and it actually has. I've heard and I saw some reviews saying that the loom is underwhelming. I do not know why. I'm going to show you that in the review. I think it's perfect. The bezel, ceramic black insert there, classical diving bezel, and it's all titanium. Everything here, everything you see, everything is titanium, and everything is brushed. Brushed. Tudor shield on the crown, beautiful. On my Black Bay Pro, I have the rose, and the benefit with the rose is that it cannot be misaligned. I mean, it's a rose, it's a round rose. The Tudor, I mean, I really would have preferred if the Tudor shield was aligned, but if I cannot get that on my Rolex, then I'm not going to get it on the Tudor. Screwed links on the bracelet, Tudor titanium bracelet. It's actually a class 2 titanium. Tudor shield on that little lock there, Tudor Geneva, and then we have the really long clasp, really long. We have those ceramic ball bearings there, which are actually really nice. And then we have a diver's extension inside of the clasp, which I already hate actually, and I'm gonna tell you why. But we also have the T-fit clasp with the quick adjustment function there. You just lift it up, and yeah, and there it goes. The diver extension goes. Yeah, I can show it to you right away. There we have the diver's extension, and we have I actually washed up the watch before the unboxing. We have some plastic left there. So the way you fold this back in, you have to insert this part there first, and then it snaps back in. And then you can, it's a little hard to do in camera, but you can actually use the quick adjustment there just by lifting up that little spring, and it slides up and down. I think we're gonna use it one in because it's really cold outside. There we go. I didn't get it there. There it is. Yeah. So titanium feels lightweight, and that's the actual thing that I hated with the Breitling Aerospace that I had. I actually had a titanium watch before, and that titanium watch settled my thought on titanium watches. I did not like them. They felt too light. They didn't feel like a real watch to me. I mean, I prefer my watches to be felt on the wrist. I prefer the feeling of a watch on my wrist. I mean, I was a 43, 44 millimeter watch guy before. Now I'm really down at 40 millimeters, maybe 39 even. So the size on this watch is perfect, but the feel of the titanium, it's a preferred taste. I'm gonna put you through my thought process when buying this watch. When owning the Breitling Aerospace, I knew that with that watch, I'm not a fan of titanium, and I'm not gonna have a titanium watch. But when buying the Pelagos 39, I'm really liking the size. I'm really loving the looks, and that bezel the bezel insert, in some lights it's black, in some lights it's gray, and in some lights it's actually really dark blue. So it's a fantastic bezel insert. But when buying this watch, I thought to myself that I'm gonna try to look at titanium like the benefits from wearing a titanium watch is that it's really light. It doesn't give you any fatigue on the wrist. It almost feels like a vintage watch on your wrist with some hollow end links and some hollow bracelet links. And if you look at it like that, like a vintage watch, like the benefits from it being light, because it actually is really comfortable. After a couple of minutes, I do not feel it on my wrist at all. I'm really trying to seeing it like that, and I must say that I do prefer the more darkened gray that the titanium gives you, because stainless steel is a little lighter in the shade, and this is almost like a gunmetal gray, and it looks fabulous, I think. Yeah, I had some thoughts since I've been wearing the watch for a week. I have some thoughts on it, and the thoughts are we'll just hear the bezel first before I give you my thoughts. The bezel action is really something. I mean, it's superb. It's really nice. It almost feels like, Tudor are really applaud for having the ceramic ball bearings there, and the feeling you get when you put that little lock down, it's actually the feeling that I get when I spin this bezel around. It feels like there's something soft beneath it, like some ceramic ceramic positions, and that you're just spinning the bezel around them, and for each click you're just passing through one little ceramic portion. I know that it is not like that, but it feels really satisfying, soft, and yet really firm. And really, it gives you that sound and the feeling that you need, that you really feel when you turn it. But it's really soft and subdued, and it's it's really something. I'm really preferring this bezel action compared to the Omega Seamaster that I had. And I still haven't tried out the Submariner, because that is supposed to be the best bezel action in the business, and I'm looking forward to be able to try that out some days. So, some thoughts on the watch after a week's ownership. I'm going to give you my full review with all the specs. It's a sapphire glass, obviously. It has 70 hours of power reserve, titanium case, grade 2 titanium. It's a little sharp. And I do not know if that's because of the titanium, or if you can make titanium, the material, actually become softer, because it is a little sharp. But on the other hand, my Omega Speedmaster and Seamaster were also a little sharp. So compared to the Black Bay Pro, it's really sharp, because the Black Bay Pro, just as when I owned the Tudor Black Bay GMT, it almost feels like it's 904L steel, how soft that steel is on the Black Bay Pro. I know it's a 316L steel, but it feels like it's 904L, and the only way I can give that comparison is because I have the Rolex GMT Master. It's really soft, and this is actually quite sharp. It's not deal breaker sharp, and when you put it on your wrist, you do not feel it at all. But when you're putting it on your wrist, you actually feel it scraping a little against your skin, and yeah, it feels a little sharp. And then we have the clasp. I'm loving the clasp. I mean, my first initial reactions when I saw the clasp is that this is going to be the best clasp that Tudor has brought to the game, because I like that it's long. It's Submariner long. And if you take a look at it compared to the Black Bay Pro, we have the same design thing with the shield, but it's longer. And it is longer, I think, because it has the diver extension built into it. But that's where my gripe comes in, and that's really a shame for me, because to fit this watch right, I had to remove 2 links. I removed one link and had the quick adjustment T-fit clasp way back in. It was a little too loose, so I had to remove one more link, and now I'm wearing it on, I think, 2 or 3 steps out with the T-fit clasp. And when you're doing that, when you're having the T-fit clasp out a couple of steps, you're showing the diver's extension coming right at you there. And to me, that breaks up the look of the bracelet. I mean, you have those nice little links, and then as soon as you take that out, I'm going to show it to you how it is when you pull it way back in. This is the way if it's all the way in, but I cannot wear it like this, because then it's too tight, and as I said, if I put one link back on, if I only have one link removed, it will look like this, but it will be a little too loose. So I have to remove one more link and pull it out a couple of steps, and then you show the diver's extension right there. Let's take a look at again, we're going to bring in the Tudor Black Bay Pro here, because it also has the T-fit clasp, but it does not have a diver's extension. So when I'm wearing this, I'm going to show you, even if I take it out, this is all the way in. You see, there's the bracelet, and you take it all the way out, it still looks like the bracelet. But on this baby, you can see I'm having it upside down there, sorry. But on the Pelagos, you can see that it breaks up the design of the bracelet when you see that little diver's extension protruding there. I think it's a boring miss from Tudor. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to put this back on. This is gonna be a really sort of a rambly and clumsy unboxing, but it is what it is. I'm giving you all the details that I have thought, and within a week, I think this is a kind of clumsy design, because it takes away from the, I don't know, from the clasp. It takes away from the clasp. And I thought that maybe you could remove the diver's extension, but you can't, because you see, the diver's extension connects right there onto the quick adjustment little thing that slides up and down there. And as you can see, the one link, the width of the link is wider than the fitting on the adjustment tool, on the adjustment slider there. So you cannot remove the diver's extension. And I'm not ever going to use a diver's extension. I know this is a diver's watch, but it's actually not marketed as solely a diver's watch. It's actually marketed like a watch that can do anything. It can be with you in town. It can be, you can jump into the pool with it. It's a all-round watch, and with an all-round watch I really wish that I don't have to show that it has a diver's extension while wearing it, because I'm not going to dive with it. I'm maybe going to take a swim with it and bathe with it, but I'm not going diving with it. I'm not going to put it on a diving suit. So too bad about that. But other than that, other than the sharpness and the diver's extension protruding out, and I'm really lucky. No, I'm not lucky. It is logical, but it's good that it's on this side, because I do not see it every time I roll my wrist. It's way back here, so it's not that obvious to me every day. But those are the two little nitpicks that I have after a week. But other than that, it's a nice feeling watch. Doesn't weigh much at all. I'm really happy with the bezel insert. I'm really happy with the bezel action. Surprised actually how comfortable that is. I'm really liking the Pelagos in red there. The crown action is fantastic. The gunmetal gray of the titanium. So now I'm stuck with the choice. I mean, now I'm stuck with having to axe one of these watches, the Tudor Black Bay Pro or the Tudor Pelagos. And yeah, they're both so beautiful, and they both have flaws that I can live with. I mean, the thickness of the Tudor Black Bay Pro, I'm going to talk about that in a review, is really the only detriment of this watch. If it was 12 millimeters, I think that I actually would have kept it over the Pelagos. But now that it isn't, it feels a little top heavy, because the lug to lug is smaller than it was on my GMT. The thickness of my GMT was never a problem, and I think it was because the lug to lug was 50 millimeters or something. This is a smaller format watch with the same thickness, and it actually bothers me a little. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Not that I'm basing my opinions on what anyone else thinks, but just for fun, which one of these guys would you have kept? The Pelagos 39 or the Tudor Black Bay Pro? Please give me a comment and tell me which one you prefer. This is a little more vintagey feeling. This is a little more stealthy, modern. Yeah, they both give me different kinds of feelings, and I'm just hoping that maybe I'm going to be able to make a decision, because I really do not want to go above 3 watches in my collection. I really think that I really think that I'm set with 3 watches, because when I'm having 3 watches in my collection, it's actually enough watches so that I can wear them occasionally without feeling that I'm not wearing them and they're just taking up a spot. 3 watches is perfect for that. And yeah, that's the unboxing of the Tudor Pelagos 39. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little watch from Tudor. I think they did almost everything right here. But what do you guys think? Please let me know. So, if you liked the unboxing, this was a long one, but I had a lot of thoughts, initial thoughts, because it wasn't actually the first time I saw it. As I said, I've been wearing it for a week, and I had some thoughts that I wanted to share with you, some thoughts of my own when contemplating if I'm going to keep this one or the Black Bay Pro. But if you liked the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Tell me what you didn't like. And if you loved it, please consider subscribing. That would mean a lot to me. And until I see you the next time, my friend, I hope you have a great day. I'm going to give you a review of the Black Bay Pro. It's coming up because I've been wearing that for a while. and then a review, full review of this one before I sell any of them, and a review of the Omega Seamaster. So, until I see you again, have a great day. Bye-bye.
Access granted.